Daigaho, this is Ecart, and today I'll be doing a quick Python programming video, and today I'll be making a palindrome program. So let's just jump right in. As you can see in my terminal, I'm already on the YouTube directory that I work from for my videos. So I'm gonna basically touch myself. Ooh, that sounds wrong. I'm gonna touch a file known as palindrome checker.py. And then I'm just going to load it into my Sublime. And what this program will do is I will feed it a word, and then it'll tell me if I have a palindrome or not. So jumping into the coding here, what I always like to do is basically include a shebang line. And what this shebang line will do is once I give my palindrome checker Python script a executable permission, it will ask, how do I run it? Well, this first line will say, this is how I want you to run it. I want you to use this. So it'll be like, okie dokie, and it will run. The next piece of information that is important is basically some documentation. And I'm just going to include triple quotes, well, 3 sets of double quotes, and enclosed in between them, or sandwiched in between them, will be my documentation. So my doc string, I'm going to call you palindrome checking program 1.0 by me, the glorious Mike Tung, aka Ccart. And I'm going to give myself some space here and define a main method which will execute all our commands. It's going to be blank for now. Another piece of code I'm going to include is basically this guy right here, which basically says if I am running my script from the script itself, then run my main method. It's just nice because sometimes you might import this script into a different script, in which case you might want to do something different. But since I'm running this directly, this first if statement will just run my script as is. And most Python scripts use this. So I advise strongly that you guys start using this as well. But I digress, so let's get back to our program. So the first thing we need is a word. So word is equal to raw input. What is your word? And basically raw input is a function that will ask the user to input a word in the command terminal, and then it will store it as a string. So save, and let's run this. So first thing I need to do is give my script that executable permission. Now that it has that permission, I can now run it. My word is bye, and you work. So lovely. Great, now we have our word. The next thing we need is the palindrome. Well, the reverse, because a palindrome is a word that is exactly the same, spelled backwards and forwards. So we need the reverse word. And the way I'm going to do this is through string slicing. So if I just specify 2 colons here and a -1, that'll take my string from up here and flip it, and then store it in the variable reverse word. Lovely, let's check. So I'm just going to print my word, and on a new line I'm going to print the reverse. Let's run it. What is my word? Race. And it's the same. Lovely. Great. Now that we have both the forward and the reverse word, we can now check the palindrome. And to check a palindrome, we just need an if statement. So if word is equal to reverse word, then I want you to print word is a palindrome. Else, you're just going to tell me word is not a palindrome. And that should work. So let's test this. Clean up, run it. Let's first use a word that is a palindrome, like race car. Lovely, you work, so I'm happy. Now let's pick a word that's not. Fox. It's not a palindrome. But you know, I actually don't like word is a palindrome, word is not a palindrome. I would actually like the actual word. Because you know, gotta keep that street cred. Word. So how am I going to do that? I'm just basically Sublime up here. I can multi-cursor up, delete this, and put in a placeholder. And then at the end of my, oops, this is where being of equal length would have helped. I'm just going to tack on this dot format so that my placeholder can actually hold, uh, sorry, so that my placeholder can actually express what I want it to express. So, word. And now if I exit, save, and then go back up here, run it, race car. Race car is a palindrome. Lovely. And if I go back, fox is not a palindrome. So, what did we learn today, boys? Use a main method. Keep this line in play so that you can basically execute the main in the source. We also learned about raw input, which is a function that accepts some input from the user and returns as a string that we store in Word. And then we learned about string slicing, which basically takes the word that we inputted before and through the slicing reverse it and store it into reverse word. Finally, we went into logic by if and else. So if word is the same as reverse word, then it is a palindrome. We also learned about string interpolation by basically these placeholders and dot format, and then whatever you want that placeholder to have. So in my case, I wanted the word to be where these placeholders are. So great. And basically our script works, everyone's happy. So video ends here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I might have kind of glossed through a lot of the details, but I hope everything was clear. If anything is unclear, please down in the comments below let me know. And to that, I wish you all a good day. Stay card out.